is up guys, Phoenix here, and welcome to an 100 days of Minecraft hardcore challenge. I did one like this previously on the channel, so how are we going to make this one even better? It's going to be on a cave only world. Cave worlds are not only different in how they look, but how they play as well, so stay tuned and see if I'm up to the challenge on this new Minecraft world. If you are enjoying content like this, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you can get updates on these videos. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. First thing we're going to need are some building blocks because we're going to be doing a lot of traveling to try and find some wood. We got a pretty unlucky spawn, so it looks like we're going to have to just keep going in a random direction, and hopefully we find an abandoned mine shaft. We're at a bit of a dead end, so let's just dig down in the ground and see if we can find a cave network just right below us. Oh, and there we have it. So let's just look around a little bit. Oh, a creeper. And a skeleton. Alright, let's just block them off. Aimbot, aimbot. The skeleton has aimbot. He's cheating. Oh, he walked on top. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta go. After that encounter, we now have, I guess, 1 heart and nowhere to go. So let's just go into this ravine and see if we can do a little bit of exploration. We're gonna have to lower ourselves very carefully as there's monsters coming. Cobblestone. Is that a monster spawner? Let's go seal that up. Let's go seal it up real quick. Right, place blocks, place blocks, place blocks. What kind of monster? Oh, zombies. There's only 1 chest in there? Okay, we got... Ooh, a name tag. Bread. So we can heal up a little bit. I was able to solve my food problem by building this little zombie trap right here. We're going to just walk them out to the front. And then they're going to fall into this hole we made at the entrance. Let's just put a dirt block there so they can't hop out. And then we'll suffocate the zombies. Alright, the zombies died, so then our loot's right there at the bottom, and that's how we got all of our food. A ravine, this could be promising. Let's jump down here and see what's going on over here. Is that a spider web? Even better, guys, an abandoned mine shaft, so we'll be able to get the wooden planks we need. But okay, let's seal off some of these corners and be safe. It's only on a cave-only world do you realize how good it is to have some wood planks. So I'm going to craft some of the essential stone tools, and the first thing I want to do before I branch out is let's try and get some iron gear so that way we can be a lot more safer in this mine. We have no use for this cave spider spawner, so I'm going to go and get our pickaxe and we're going to mine that. But this normal spider spawner over here, we can actually make a farm with that, so let's actually keep this one safe. And now we also have our first set of diamonds over here. Usually, I don't mine everything. I always try to go for fortune. But since this is a cave-only world, diamonds are actually a lot more easier to find. So we're going to mine these out. And there we go, 8 diamonds. Perfect. Oh, and there's more over there. Just going to grab these right here. Looks like it's about 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now with 3 furnaces, it's time for some big iron smelting. We managed to get ourselves a healthy amount of gear and loot, so let's actually head into the nether and see what we have going on there. Our nether placed me in a crimson forest, which means we might actually be able to solve our food problem by killing some of these hoglins. Alright, there's some meat right there. There's some more. Crimson forest doesn't seem to connect to anything, so I'm going to just branch out in a random direction and let's see if we get lucky. Tunnel led us to this open area right here, so let's check our quadrants and see what's around us. I want to do some quick piglin trading on the side because this is the only way I can get potion bottles. Now let's store some of our extra trade items in this chest right here, but we have to be careful because piglins will attack us if they see us opening a chest. There's actually a nether fortress nearby, so this is great for us. We can now get the blaze rods and we can also do piglin trades to get anything else we need. Took me a while to find the correct part of the nether fortress, but here we are. Let's get cracking, get all these blaze rods, make sure we shield up, and then we can head back out. Let me just kill this last one real quick. We have about 16 blaze rods, so it's about time we head back out now. I was able to locate the bad part of the nether fortress, so let's grab this nether wart right here, and we can use that for our potion crafting later. For now, that's enough nether exploration, so let's grab a few logs and then head back home. We spent enough time mining underground, so I think I'm going to tunnel my way to the surface, and we got to be extra careful because this is a cave-only world, so there could be a monster on the other side of this wall right here, and it could drop in on us. Alright, coast is clear. Let's just light this area up and run around. We're not going to stand still for too long. Now that I've lit this area up, let's get some chests down so we can start getting organized. I think this is a great time now to also set up a little bit of farmland for us to start planting wheat seeds. Since this is a cave world, we do have to make sure the torches are right next to the plot of land so it can place seeds, because there's a certain light level required to plant the seeds in the soil. Bone mealing all of those wheat seeds actually only got me 7 pieces of bread, so we're gonna have to be doing a lot more of that before we can become truly efficient. I was able to locate this skeleton spawner underneath our house, so we can actually get a lot more bones, so we can get bone meal and then continue getting our bread. Here we have some sugarcane maintenance. And now it's back to bone mealing the rest of our crops. I was doing some exploration outside of my area and I noticed this villager right here, so we can actually trap him. And usually it takes a couple days to find villagers like this, but this is actually a really lucky spawn. Alright, so I lured him all the way over here, trapped him in the hole. So now we just need one more. You can see we have the brewing stand ready, and then we can start actually curing these villagers. I have 4 name tags, and since I'm going to go explore other areas, I don't want this villager to despawn. So what we're going to do is we're going to name this name tag, then we're going to apply it to our zombie villager, and now he is going to stay here. I was actually able also to find these 2 chickens right outside my little home area, so we're going to set up this little corner of the map for them. Alright, we're just going to leave you guys there and be on our way. I'm still doing some light exploration outside the village, and we also found another zombie villager. So let's just bring him back, and now let's try to get him into his own hole. Perfect. Thanks to our sugarcane farm, our previous trip to the nether, and also our caving, we have enough ingredients to make a fermented spider eye. So we're going to put that into the brewing stand. I'm also going to grab a pair of these golden apples, and we are ready to cure these zombie villagers. Gonna hit these fellas with a splash potion of weakness and then give each of them their own golden apple, and there we go. I dug out this little corner in the wall right here to put the villagers in because I just realized since it's a cave world, I really don't have anywhere to store them. Our villager friends are now settled in, but now we need to go and get spider webs so that we can make wool, so we can give these guys proper beds. Even though I have this spider spawner right here, I think we'll farm the webs down here in this cave network instead, and we'll work on the farm later in the playthrough. Now that we have beds placed, I want to give these fine gentlemen some bread, and hopefully they create a baby villager and we can start the breeding process. Looks like my villagers have created their first baby villager. Now let's also begin taking down some of these walls so we can expand this area out a bit and then begin our villager trading. Now I'm going to put this fletching table down so we can get a fletching villager, and he has stick trades, nice, and he has a discount because we healed him from a zombie villager. So let's start stockpiling emeralds so that we can start getting enchanted books once we have more villagers floating around. So in order to get sticks to trade with the Fletcher, I've been spending my time in the nether to get a lot of crimson wood. Then I'm going to turn those planks into sticks and then just trade the villager. And we got about 4 stacks of those, and I think it's about time I head back home. Even with the discount, we're only getting about 16 emeralds from the Fletcher, but I did manage to create a farmer villager as well, so that we can also try and get bread and also apples. The bread will be to create more villagers, and the apples will be to cure them if we can set up a farm for discounts. I was sorting through my treasure chest and I just realized my drops are actually pretty gross, so I think it's time to go mining and fill up this chest quite a bit. I'm actually going to pick up some redstone for the first time on our playthrough because I actually don't have any of this or any lapis, so if I see any of that down here, we're definitely going to have to pick some of it up. Not the blue we were looking for, but we did find some diamonds here, so let's add this to our inventory and just keep on splunking. Speak of the devil, here are some lapis lazuli blocks, so even though we're not going to be setting up any enchanting anytime soon, it's still nice to have a little bit of everything. Trip was successful, so now I'm done smelting down. We have about 100 iron ore, about 30 golden ore, so let's craft these into blocks. And then we're going to store these in the chest. As you can see, we have 3 full gold blocks. We now have 11 iron blocks, and everything is looking pretty good. Next, I want to craft a chest and some hoppers, so that way we can build something that rhymes with Relaton Runner. Oh wait, I sound like Scooby-Doo right there. We're going to be building a skeleton spawner. First step for most spawners on 1.16 is to dig in a isolated area or isolated cube around the spawner, so we're just going to clean this area out first. Now I just need to get the water flowing properly by cutting away these blocks, and we can check our results in our own little spawner room. Alright, all light sources are gone, so we're just going to back up and everything should filter into this room over here. Yep, there's our first skeleton. So there we have it, guys. We shouldn't have any issue getting bone meal from this point forward. I think the final step we need to take for this spawner now is to build some ladders and build a safe entry to the surface or to our base from this below area. I have some leftover resources from my last project, and the search for enchantment books isn't going too hot at the moment, so I think we'll start up another project. I've been harvesting all these spider webs below my house with buckets of water, but let's actually go and build a spawner farm for the spiders. So if you remember when we first went splunking, we found this exposed spider spawner. So actually, it's not going to be a lot more digging, but a lot of block placement in order to create the layout for this spider spawner farm. So now we're going to place some of the water, and the setup isn't the prettiest, but we can actually come back later and redo the walls and flooring if necessary. Oh, there's some diamonds there. And we're just going to go down a layer here as well. And as you can see, the layer below us is actually part of a cave system, so we're going to have to fill that all in. It's very problematic. Finally, I just want to create this little nook in the ceiling right here and fill it all with water, just so that way if spiders do get stuck to the roof, they will drown, and therefore there won't be a backup or a pileup of live spiders inside of our farm. Alright, final steps. There's a wall off this area, and let's see if they filter through properly. Yep, so as you can see, the spiders can't get to us, and they're flowing towards us, and then they get stuck right here. We can just beat them up, and then their drops fall into the hoppers below. If they get stuck right there, you can of course pick them up. I think it's time that I replace my leggings and my boots with diamonds, so we're going to take some diamonds from our chest and create those pieces now. Then we're going to swap over, and there we go. Full diamond armor finally. Now that I have full diamond armor, I think it's time to focus on my enchantment book farming. So we're going to be farming resources around the map as well, so that I can get emeralds to buy these books when I get them. So that means spending a couple of days inside the spider farm, inside the skeleton farm, and also in the nether farming trees. If I want to secure good discounts from my villagers, I'm going to have to turn them into zombies and then back into villagers again, which is going to require a lot of potion bottles. So let's get some trades going with these piglins right here, and we're going to hope to get some potion bottles that we can use for this process. Now that all those trades have completed, I'm collecting all my drops, and it seems we've gotten 4 bottles to use. 3 of them are water, and one of them is a fire resistance potion, so I can just drink those and use those for our crafting or our brewing. The first step in getting villager discounts is I'm going to get my villagers in these little pods like this, and I'm going to put the trapdoor so they can't get out. I then need to lure a zombie into a hole right here. We got to trap him first. So seal off this side, seal off the other side, and then we're going to get a name tag for him as well to avoid him from despawning. And now let's get him to start infecting. So I don't know how to do this properly. We're going to get his attention on these villagers and just get him to infect them. And we should start getting stick trades. Now we need to splash both Fletchers with a potion of weakness and give them a golden apple. Now the reason I'm focusing on these two is because I can just get a bunch of emeralds for 1 stick, and then it doesn't really matter what price my enchantment books are if I have a ton of emeralds. As you can see, these new stick trades are doo-doo water, so we're gonna have to redo it again and get more discounts on these. I've been getting an insane amount of emeralds, so now it's time to hardcore farm these enchantment books, and I do have a couple of the books I need, but I won't stop until we get all of the enchantments so that I can get full netherite armor and all my efficiency tools with unbreaking and mending. I still wasn't able to get the perfect enchantment books yet, so what we're gonna do is settle for getting looting and unbreaking 3 on an iron sword and using that in my farms just to make sure we're maximizing our loot. So this is actually a first. I'm actually out of gold, so I can't farm any more villager discounts. So I think the best way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone is to use the excess wool I've been building up to go into the nether and farm netherite while also getting chunks of gold from the wall with my fortune pickaxe. I always feel like I have to show the first one, so we're gonna place the bed and then put some black stone, and then boom. Okay, first explosion. Oh, I see some gold right there. No netherite or ancient debris, so we're just gonna farm that up as well and keep on going. Let's make more tunnels for our beds, and oh look, our first piece of ancient debris right here on the wall. It's a little bit anticlimactic. I expected it to be from a bed explosion, but you know what, we take those. Alright, so we have this chunk right here. I have fortune. Let's see how much we get. So I was at 29, and just from that node of about 6, I'm already at a full stack of 64, and there's some left over right there. So this is actually pretty good. I recommend highly going through with the fortune pickaxe if you guys need some gold. It's a great way to get some ancient debris, and also an awesome way to get more gold. I'm not going to show me getting every piece of ancient debris, but I thought this one is a little bit cool because I didn't even know they could spread out like this, and this is also, I think, my first time getting 3 ancient debris, all in a one vein just like this. Alright, so we've come to the ending of my little gold farm, and I think that left us with a total of about 144-ish golden ingots, which comes up to about 15 golden blocks in total. So that's pretty amazing. We're gonna definitely be able to do bartering or even just make some golden apples if we want to do more discounts. Now, I don't want to use all my gold, but I want to use enough that I can actually do the discount a couple of times. So we're going to end up with 8 golden apples, and we're going to put a couple of them away just for storage. Now let's cure our Fletcher zombies for what I hope is the final time. I don't know why, but the stick trades are taking forever to get down to 1. But I also saw that I have feather trades, so I can actually use the chickens I got earlier to farm those. So after a bit of discounting, I managed to get the stick trades down to 7 on this guy and 2 on the other, and we already had the string and feather trades at 1, so we can grind a lot more emeralds now, and I think we're almost ready to start going for our full diamond gear. I don't have all the books I need yet, but the bare minimum, I'm going to need some unbreaking, so let's get that on our chest plate, our pants, and then also our boots. A slime actually spawned outside of my house. I don't know if this is a slime chunk or if there's some ruling about cave only worlds where the slimes can spawn everywhere. But this is really good actually. We can now use pistons and slime balls. Hopefully this is actually a slime chunk and we can get more of these. Just gonna pick all of this up with my looting sword as well. Yep, there we have it, 32 slime balls. This is really good. Since I already went out to get that slime, I decided to explore a little bit of the area around and just light it up. There doesn't seem to be much out here, but there are a lot of mobs. So if I kill them with my looting sword, I'm able to farm a couple of drops this way instead of just spending time in my farm. Whoop, I spoke too soon. There's a zombie spawner right here. Let's just light it up and let's check the loot out. Nothing really of importance in this chest, and nothing in this one either. We were able to get mending on this librarian villager, and my little safari outside of our village didn't actually do anything, so I think let's just focus back on our crafting and enchanting. Alright, so we're gonna put mending on my leggings, mending on my chest plate, and mending on my boots. So now we don't have to worry about our diamond armor breaking. The only thing we need is protection, and then we're also going to need those diamond tools, and then we should be complete. And now we're about 60 to 70 days in. It's time to get some diamond tools. So first we're going to start off by placing the sticks there, and then we're going to get our axe and shovel. Then we're going to go and we're going to get our sword. And then, you know what, let's throw in a diamond hoe as well. Along with my enchanted tools, I think getting this bow to power 5 with unbreaking and infinity would be a good investment for my end dragon fight. I have everything I need to go and fight the ender dragon now. I even have my 14 eye of ender. Let's just do our trades with our Fletcher for the day, just in case if the day changes over while we are traveling to the end. Coordinates say to dig down here. Yep, here's the entrance stairwell, and I accidentally used too many eyes of ender getting here, so we're probably gonna have to link back to my base through the nether and then come back here again with more eyes of ender. Alright, so let's scout for the portal room. Oh, this is a weird exposed top right here. Let's see. Oh my god, there's water here. Oh, I see the portal room over there. Yeah, this is a very weird looking stronghold. Everything looks exposed. Let me just block this off. Killing the silverfish real quick. And it looks like a 3-eye, so that's pretty lucky for me, but we still need more eyes of ender, so I'm gonna have to portal back home and link up. The portal dropped me off a little bit off from the nether fortress that we got our blaze rods at earlier, but I do know where I'm at, so I'll be able to locate my way home, and we can get more eyes of ender. So we're gonna use some of our leftover blaze pod and some of the ender pearls, and we got some more eyes of ender, so we can actually go back to the stronghold and fight the ender dragon now. First order of business is always to shoot down these towers so that the ender dragon can't respawn any more health. So we're gonna take a couple of bow shots at the correct angles. That's 2. That's 3. I'm really good at this. It turns out I'm an idiot and I didn't bring any arrows for my infinity bow. I only brought spectral arrows, which that doesn't apply to. So I'm gonna have to take down the ender dragon the old-fashioned way, if I can still do that. I think you can hit the ender dragon in the back or in the butt or whatever. That's a safe spot to hit it at. And oh, okay, this is bad. I don't have feather falling, so that could have went really bad. Luckily, I've tested it out before, and I do think the ender pearls always fall faster than you, so as long as you have the angle, you're good. Let's get rid of this guy real quick. He's really mad at me for no reason. And we're gonna have to regroup and try and attack the ender dragon again. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully we don't get launched. I'm gonna put some water on the floor. I can't really get a good hit on him though. Oh yeah, it works this time. So maybe I just approached him from a bad angle. All right, he's perching for the final time. Let's see if we can get some axe hits on him. I think we can get it this time. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Free the end achievement. We've killed the ender dragon. So there's gonna be a lot of XP raining, so that's gonna help with our enchantments. And also, I think we can grab the egg. I think I have torches on me, so that shouldn't be an issue. All right, so we're gonna dig 2 blocks down, and let's just grab this bad boy and take this home with us. I don't currently know where to put the eggs. In each of my maps, I never put it anywhere important, but I still always keep them in a chest. The last book I'm on the hunt for is Efficiency 5, and then maybe some other miscellaneous ones like Feather Falling or something, but we're gonna head back to the end and we're gonna go and get our elytra. It's not the prettiest entryway, but we're gonna tower up to the gateway and we're gonna ender pearl through, and hopefully there's an end city really close by to spawn. Let's see. Nope, so we're gonna have to do a bit of traveling, sadly. I made the mistake of not bringing any building material, so we're actually gonna need to farm some of the end stone from the terrain here and then use that to bridge across. Finally, an end city. Now there is no end ship here, but this is a good place for us to go and farm some shulker shells. Looks like I lied. There is an end ship up there. It just was a little bit at a weird angle, so I couldn't see it. So it looks like we're going to be able to get our elytra after all. This is so awkward. I don't have enough building blocks to bridge across to the end ship, so we're just going to have to tear down sides of this end city. Alright, we're aboard the end ship, and we finally have our elytra. There you can see our achievement, the sky's the limit. So now let's head back to the overworld. I don't think we're going to be hanging around here too much. It's just a quick pit stop, and now we can actually explore a little bit better with these elytra wings. It seems while I was gone, the villagers actually spawned an iron golem to defend themselves, and he killed my zombie. So that's the end of our discounts, folks. It's kind of sad, but I think we can redo this. We just need to seal them off. If I'm gonna want to explore the realm with my elytra, I'm gonna need some firework rockets. So let's craft some paper, and then we're gonna use this gunpowder to make some firework rockets. And I think I have enough to make I think a stack of 64. Oh, 63. Unlucky. But this is more than enough to fly around, so we can explore our overworld. And off we go. So the first thing I'm looking for is farm animals. I've been giving it quite some time for the area around me to spawn possibly sheep, pigs, or cows, and none of that has happened. So I just want to get a quick glance around the area and see if there's like possible animal farms or anything. In a cave only world, I usually notice that the animals spawn near lava light sources like this, but I can't find any. So we're gonna do a little bit more poking around, but I might be heading back soon. I might have spoke too soon. You can see we found a pig over here near a lava light source. Oh, and a sheep and another pig. I might not be able to bring all of them back, but let's see if we can juggle just the sheep for now back to my house. We've made it this far, Mr. Sheep, but we're gonna have to get some water travel going. I tried to get the pig with me, but it looks like I can only get one at a time. So we're gonna get the sheep because the wool is more important. And there we go. We're gonna just put this hole in the ground for you, Mr. Sheep. It's gonna be too tall so you can't jump out. And we're gonna work on the pen later. I just need to find a partner for you first. We aren't near a light source, but I found another sheep. Oh snap, a baby zombie villager? What the heck? Die, zombie! Alright, yeah, that was weird. I never seen a baby zombie villager, but yeah, we're gonna lure the second sheep back with us, and then that should be all we need for mating purposes. Alright, I've been waiting to do this forever. Now we can start breeding sheep, and this is gonna be the start of our little wool farm. Finally, after 71 days, we got our efficiency book. It's not efficiency 5 like I wanted, but I've been tired of grinding these books, so I'm gonna just actually fuse the efficiency 2 books into efficiency 5, so I can get that on all my tools. And then we can finally be done with the enchanting. Let's get some discounts on our efficiency villager first, just to make the book buying a lot more easier, as I'm gonna need a lot of books just to get efficiency 5. I'm gonna need a lot more experience if I'm gonna want to fuse all these books together. So let's head to the nether and farm some nether quartz while also looking for some ancient debris, and that will be killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and we can hopefully get efficiency 5 faster. We're getting a crazy amount of XP from this, and also I have fortune on my pickaxe, which I forgot about, so it's actually filling up my inventory very fast with all this nether quartz. Thanks to our trip, we'll now be able to get our netherite helmet, our netherite chest plate, our netherite leggings, some netherite booties, and a netherite efficiency 5 pickaxe. So let's take our new pickaxe out for a test drive. You can see it cuts through everything like butter. It's amazing. We're getting some XP back up. And actually, while we're in the nether, why don't we head over to our nether fortress and I'll tell you what we're doing when we get there. We don't have the most elegant of setups, but you know what? Let's try and farm some wither skeletons while we're at the nether fortress. And I think I have one wither skeleton head from earlier in our playthrough, but if we get 2 more, we can actually go to the end and fight the wither there and get our first nether star. So I've actually been in here for a few days and it's actually really triggering that I can't find another wither skeleton head. I got one and I have one at home, so I just need, oh, there's the second one. Okay, let's just clear these guys out. Yeah, but I was about to say, it was taking forever. I did like 50 laps around this. What? 2 skeleton drops in 1 mob? Okay. Not 1 mob, 1 horde. Well, I guess complaining gets you results. That's the lesson for today, folks. Just complain about everything in life and you'll get it. I had to go back home to get the obsidian, but as promised, here is a wither fight. Now, it's not much of a fight because I refuse to fight the wither on hardcore without it being in like the glitch spot. But you know what? We take these W's. I don't care. And dead. Okay, good. So there is our nether star, or yeah, it's nether star. I was about to call it the wither star. I was like, for some reason I don't remember the name, but there we go, folks. Day 82, and we've completed, I think, all bosses other than the ocean monument, which doesn't exist in the cave world, I think. Well, I'm in a bit of a down period right now where I'm trying to think of what to do next. Maybe build a house or maybe work on a farm of some sort. But let's expand our sheep pen a little bit as they're running out of grass to eat. And I don't think my grass is growing fast enough since we're in a cave world. I think a light level influences the cave growth. But yeah, let's just get more sheep, and the wool farm has been going great actually. So for my next idea, I'm going to build an iron golem farm. So I'm required to dig out this little pit near my house. I think I have to make sure there's no caves nearby, so I'm gonna have to go and fill that up later. I then need to place these beds for our villager slumber party, and then these slabs so that they cannot escape. Next, we're gonna kidnap a sleeping villager, and it's nighttime, so this is actually the perfect time to do this so that nobody can escape. And now we're gonna get all the kidnapped villagers lined up right here. We're gonna need 3 of them, and I'm gonna patch back up that hole. And now finally, we need to lower our new friends into their home. Alright, okay, they're safe, he didn't die down there. Before I get the zombie, which is an essential part of this build, let's actually build the spot where the iron golems would spawn, and then they would eventually go over here and get killed by the lava, and then their drops would fall into the hoppers. Alright, so I got the zombie down here. I don't know the best way to lure him in here because the block kind of is at a weird height where he can't come in, but once he's in, he'll be stuck. So maybe I can bait him in with either some water or maybe just get this angle. Come on in. There we go, water got him in, and now I need to get this correct angle with the slab so he's stuck. Perfect, so now he can't move. We're gonna trap him in there. The villagers are in a constant state of panic, which means they should spawn an iron golem above. There's a cave nearby, so I'm gonna fill that in, and then we'll see if this works properly. Yup, iron golems were indeed spawning right outside into the cave, so we're gonna have to fill this all in with dirt. Let me just get rid of this guy first off. I was able to locate this little last nook where the iron golems were spawning, so now that we filled it all in, we can actually let my iron golem spawn farm run in the background, and there should be no issues. I only have about 8 days left on this playthrough, so what I'm gonna do is clear out this area near my house, and we're going to actually build a house, or an official house at least. And I also want to get a pickaxe with silk touch so that I can mine this cobblestone without actually turning it back into cobblestone. If I'm gonna want silk touch, I'm gonna need a lot more levels, so let's actually just sit in my skeleton farmer for a bit, and we're gonna just get our levels up. And level 22. Okay, finally. I think that's enough to get everything on that pickaxe, so let's go and enchant. Alright, so we're gonna put a fresh diamond pickaxe in, and we're gonna get a silk touch book. And then we're gonna, let's go with efficiency 5. And actually that's all my levels, so we can't afford unbreaking and mending yet, but we can still do a lot of work with this pickaxe for now. So we're just gonna use it and continue mining the stone. Now that I have a decent amount of space cleared out, we're actually gonna start measuring things out. So you can see I have these dirt blocks on the floor, just so I can measure things for like the entrance or how long I want certain walls to go on the house. So this is a very important step in house building. I currently don't know what I want my house to look like, but I do know I want a diversification of the blocks. So you can see I'm using some of the diorite, the andesite, lots of stone, and even the quartz I've gotten from the nether is getting used here. So let's actually dig a little bit further back from here and just start filling in the walls and stuff. I was able to get this librarian villager to trade me glass, so that's another new trade that I want to stay up to date with daily because glass is very hard to get on a cave-only world. And we're going to be using this for our house, and we just make sure I can get some of the trades in the other librarian villagers. So I once again settled on this endstone design, just like my normal survival hardcore game. I kind of like endstone, and I also like the purple blocks a lot, so I think we're going to settle with this. We're going to just make this a little bit more roomy on the inside and just see how it turns out there. Alright, we're on the final day, guys. So I have this little room for my bed, and I have all this area caved out. We don't have floors yet, so I don't have an upstairs or downstairs. That might be something to do for the 200-day segment, but I think this is enough space for now, and this is actually looking like a pretty cool house design. It's nighttime, going to bed for the final time on our 100 days of hardcore on this cave world. There we have it. I've survived 100 days successfully on my hardcore world. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this little survival series. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know if you'd like me to go for 200 days. As always, I'm probably gonna do my original survival first and then come back to this one, but you know, it's still up into the air, so maybe I'll do both. But thank you guys for tuning in. This is Phoenix, and as always, I'll see you guys later.